Hello, beautiful Aries. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. Okay, guys, let's see what we have here for you. I see there are four pathways already opening, but the third one, which is aligning with the fourth, fifth month timeline, I see that you're looking at a wand. It kind of looks like a horse head we have on top of it. Because you're a fire sign, are feeding off of the fire energy. A wand can be a representative of a tool that you're channeling that energy to something. Horse symbolizes wish fulfillment, so I feel like some of you might have a desire, and you'll find the patience, compassion. Compassion, I don't know why that word came to me. Maybe it's going to happen through a person. And I feel there's a person above you here, kind of looks like an elephant. The compassion can be towards this person, that when you start to understand someone, where they're coming from, maybe that's something that has been holding you back. Now it's going to release you so you can go ahead and accomplish this goal, okay? There's some more time for this one, like I said, but before this happens, there's like a long and thin pathway opening for some of you. This can be like a travel opportunity coming very soon. By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I see here inside of your heart, there's someone. Do you see the eyes are apart? Kind of looks like a frog. Someone maybe who wants to have a leap forward. And it seems like they are actually going to head to this pathway, and you might really follow them. You might go after this person. And the benefit of that, I see that you're hugging with this person. There's a parrot on top of you. This can symbolize you have a very well communication with them. And then when you hit the road, it is like I see you as a couple here again. It doesn't have to be romantic couple. It can be a very good friend. You're gonna have like a companion, a real good companion. The road, I see like a thin road winding down. It can be like a mountain road. It can be an old pathway. But what's appearing in front of me is like a big walls and a thin pathway, kind of like a Roman cities, like Italian historical cities appearing in front of me. Doesn't have to be, because I feel like there are many of those roads all around the world, kind of like Chinese wall. And I see that there is actually like you're walking this path with this person. This can also, the path can represent a challenge you're going to take on, and you're going to accomplish this together with them, okay? And when you come back around, there is a massive crowd waiting for you here, or massive block of thoughts, ideas. I see a seashell here, kind of looks like a clamshell. The seashell can represent something valuable, because seashells used to, back in the day, were a tool for exchange. They were used for exchange. So I feel like here, when you come back around, you might find a very valuable item or offering, or something that is like fulfilling, basically, that you can use for exchange. It's going to attract a lot of eyes and attentions on you. I even see here, kind of looks like a dinosaur, or with the trunk right here, these two elephants are showing up. And there is here I-L. I see it can mean the first name or the last name of someone. It seems like it can Illinois popped in my head, but it doesn't have to be related. It can be in the name of a city, in the name of an item. Elephants indicate long-term security, long-term stability. So even though it starts with like a one single clamshell, this can bring long-term stability into your life if you can grow it, multiply it. If this is a source that you can save it and put it away. I see number 5 appearing here at the edge of it. So when you hit the road for this tool, this thing, maybe even a heart's desire, number 5 is a travel opportunity, even an adventure. It might get followed by an adventure. This kind of reminds me of like maybe you're taking on a challenge for study, or taking on a challenge to like complete something. It can open up a road for you outside your comfort zone. Okay, the knowledge maybe is going to lead you outside of your comfort zone. This is the third month. I see the fourth month. I see there's like someone floating coming to in front of a big face right here. The big face has like a letter S under him. This can be someone who has authority, stamp. Maybe they are giving away stamps. You're standing, floating in front of this person. Means that your energy is very light, and you might be dealing with an entity is very stable. Big head means it's too much heavy paperwork they're dealing with, knowledge, paperwork. And it seems like you're floating in front of them and coming in front of them to maybe communicate. We have communication lines behind you, and you might want to get a stamp approval or something from this person. It seems like it might take a little back and forth, but it seems like it's going to go through. We have a stork behind you here. Stork can represent migration, moving forward. And I see even a parachute, just a octopus jumping off with a parachute. I know it's just, maybe it'll sound a little weird. However, stork can be migration, yes, maybe mental migration or physical migration, that you're going to move from one space to another. And then it seems like here you might become an octopus when you get to that place. Octopus means that your hand is going to reach to many places. You're going to be doing different stuff there. And it seems like to me that this is going to cause you, after you getting yourself involved with the situation a lot, self-sacrifice is going to take place. And because storks can also represent self-sacrifice, then it's gonna lead you to take a parachute and jump off that plane. And because it seems like you're gonna have enough skills, this is the fifth month timeline, you're gonna have enough skills to maybe free yourself from there. So this has two meanings. I feel like you might be stepping into an environment that is going to really improve yourself, improve your skills, and then another thing with that, it is going to come to a point that in order for you to grow, or in order for you to keep your mental health in check, you need to jump off of that plane. But you're not going to be the way you started in the beginning. Octopus means that your hand is going to reach to many places. Octo means 8, which can be a cycle's ending. It can be a material wealth coming in. You're finding a resource, or you're learning something that can bring a better and bigger material resource into your life, okay? Another thing I see here is now the ram. Ram is your energy, and the fifth month especially, then from the octopus you're turning into the ram, Aries, which is the emperor. Emperor, I see number 7 here, knowledge, symbolizes knowledge. So it seems like whatever the experience and the knowledge that you're going to pick up from this journey experience, this is also King of Wands. This is your fire and confidence energy. But I feel here with the ram, it's straightforward. It is the emperor energy, which symbolizes that you're through discipline, okay, disciplining your mind, your thoughts, and basically, and your actions. Actions are important because even though you're going to take the position of the emperor, I feel here, you need to continue with those actions, okay? Why couldn't I find him here? He's right there. You see? So this doesn't mean emperor. If you're going to become the emperor here, you're going to claim your Aries power. And then this is going to actually help you sit on the throne. Number 7 tells me you're going to use your knowledge. Means that he's holding here golden apple. And Ankh in his hand symbolizes feminine energy, meaning you're not going to be just going to that space, kick the door open, I'm the emperor, I'm sitting on the throne. You're going to strategically place yourself on a higher level here, or your services are going to be required in a way that your creativity, your opinion, because that's the feminine energy, opinions are going to matter. Like there's going to be an advisor position maybe coming for some of you, okay? Within the 6th month, I see here a swan has a little letter E on their back, and there's like maybe a woman praying for. And today, actually, I had a vision of like Mary Magdalene. She was on the boat, on the boat, and kind of reminded me, after I draw it, like a 6 of Swords energy here. I don't know if you can see her. This is how her face actually appeared to me. And she's on the boat, and the boat is going through, I think she went to France. So what happens here is the swan, I feel like, represents the unconditional love, because swans mate for life, and her energy is showing up here. And I see someone who has a head covering too. This can indicate that after you establish yourself, you might actually get pushed out of where you are. I felt here because swan also swims, right? And but what happens there is, I think there's a church and actually friends that they claimed that Mary Magdalene was there, and they have her, whatever it is. So if you haven't heard of it, just look it up. What she did was she left some things behind, the whole thing everything she had behind, and moved somewhere else without knowing what's going to happen to her. However, she ended up being a saint, accepted as a saint there. So I feel like here, you can establish yourself as an emperor, lead with confidence for the 5th month, but the 6th month time comes in. The pathway is going to lead you towards a boat, or through a boat to a new place that you will be actually like appreciated even more. Okay, so if you feel any like stubbornness after that period of time, this can tell you that maybe there's something better waiting for you on the other side. Okay. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. A horse head is always a good omen. Horse head means wish fulfillment. It seems like your desire is coming really soon. And I see here a butterfly forming, aligning with the swan and the boat and the lady here. This can represent a transformation happening within you. Maybe you're going to understand some things doesn't really worth fighting for. Okay. And if you have the experience, if you have the knowledge now, you can build something new. So that's why maybe you're leaving it behind. But the thing is, it might seem counterintuitive, because it's like your desire is going to come forward, even if this thing doesn't really seem like it's going the way you want it to be. Because I feel like on the other side of the shore, there's something better is waiting for you, okay? I have the tears of joy here. Something good is definitely happening for you guys. And I see here there's a massive, kind of looks like a flower with a stem, kind of looks like a cotton flower. Can be also a chunk of money, maybe like is attached to something, but it's also again outside your comfort zone. It's not in there. It's not where you're going to establish yourself. I see the horse head with full moon. We have a number 7, which means knowledge. We have an exclamation mark within the 5th month especially. So maybe you're sitting on the throne of the emperor to collect information. It's not for you to sit there and just, sit there, establish yourself, and stay there forever and give knowledge to those who are not going to appreciate it. Maybe there's a better place waiting for you on the other side of the shore that you need to start considering. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos on the screen. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. And I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.